My first task today in this video is removing the top of the IKEA Hemnes slash, I think it's a Kallax, or is it a Billy? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I need to remove the top half of the unit that I built. And hands up, who remembers this project? This was 2020 or it was early 2021. I had got this IKEA Hemnes bottom for free. I already had the Kallax units and I decided to do a little IKEA built-in hack. Yeah, what are you doing in there? I randomly just found this when I was clearing out that press, and it says, little message from God, universe, whoever you believe in. It says, never put the key of your happiness in someone else's pocket. There's a little, I don't know if someone needs to hear that today. I remember getting this, oh God, I think it was in a Chinese cracker thing. What are they called? A fortune cookie in France. So yeah, that's why I think that is French on top, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that. I don't know where because I have a pile of stuff here. Oh no. When I built this unit, my God, did I make sure it was not coming off that wall. Now, unfortunately, I did think I could possibly save the wood trim, but I had to remove it because this unit is going to come down in two parts, which you'll see. And I had put trim on the top and on the bottom. I thought I could maybe pry it off without damaging it, but lesson learned, you cannot do that. Well, I couldn't anyway. What did I do today? Oh yes, instead of trying to text my brothers, I texted my friend instead, and what did she say? I'll be around in 15 minutes. So I need help lifting the two of these down. I will not be reusing the top of this unit. So I'm going to be giving away with all of the pieces in it as well, because you'll see, I did mention it before, I think in I can't remember which video, but I was just saying about the IKEA things when it comes to storage. A lot of the drawers that I had pulled out had become dislodged and damaged. So it was fine for oh, hang on, Pawn is crawling underneath. I need to be really careful because I need to remove the cats because I don't want anything falling on them. So yeah, these are actually quite heavy when you put them on top. But yeah, they have just served their purpose and it's time. I am keeping the bottom though because the Hemnes is just better built. It's more solid wood. It's not the plasticky inserts. So I really like the Hemnes. But the top is a no. A lot of the things kept coming off the track, and the doors, the amount of times I have to tweak them, they just were never sitting right. So I can't remember, is this a Billy? Is this Billy? Billy bookcase? Yeah, I'm not a fan when it's this kind of chipboard stuff. I do like the Hemnes though. So this is going to be coming down, and then the wallpaper, you can probably see a bit of damage in the corner. That was actually not from Bjorn, that was from Miss Blondie. So I'm going to be stripping this wallpaper. So it's like the end of an era. So this wallpaper was up probably since like 2016, 2017. It is a Laura Ashley wallpaper and I do love it, but I am getting rid of all this like grey tone. So I don't know if you can see on the wall here, all of that cool grey tone, and I'm gonna be warming it up. So for now, yes, I'm keeping this Hemnes because it's nice, strong and sturdy, but I will have to fix it. You can see where I damaged it when I took off this. Oh, I don't know if you see, there's a teeny tiny spider on my, you see it there? Can you see him? I always say that those tiny spiders, they're like lucky spiders when I see them. I don't scream, it's only the big ones that give me a fright. So yeah, I'm just clearing the floor. I'm putting stuff away, well, when I say away, into the junk room, but this is just a pile of stuff that came out from the top pieces. And then the junk room, the temporary junk room, is getting a bit more junkier. So this is where I'm just putting stuff that was in the kitchen, putting like things away. It's not too bad, like that's the hall unit and that's big and clunky. And then I have a rug here as well. So like once those things like go back out into the hall, when the floor is down and it's painted, it won't look too bad. But this is gonna get a bit more dirty. I have to take the mirror down in the kitchen and the unit next to the fridge as well, so it's gonna get a little bit more messier. If you want something done and you want something done quick, call in the girls. Yep, I have a pain in my arse ringing my brothers to get help with lifting something, for them to not reply or take 5 to 10 business days to get back to me. So call in the girls, we got this. So I also was delighted because my friend is taking one half of this unit. So half of this already has a home. So I just need to find a home for the other half. One thing I will say is with the IKEA things, like if you do like an IKEA hack like this and you go to dismantle it, it can damage easily. So if this was like a solid piece of wood, and let's say this was like a Welsh dresser or an Irish dresser, the top could just be, you know, lifted off. But because I kind of hacked this and there was some glue and there was some trim, it is not perfect when I dismantled it and took it apart. And it is officially the end of an era. This wallpaper is coming down. And I'm using my trusty stolen wallpaper stripper. If you are a viewer of the channel and you've been around here for a while, you know that I love to steal tools off my brother. And I never did understand why he, of all people, had a wallpaper stripper. And it has been living rent-free in my shed. And to be honest, I have been using it the most. So it is time to strip this wall. So this was wallpaper. It is Laura Ashley. I cannot remember the variety because it was, when this room was a bedroom, I had this wallpaper in it, and I think, I'm going to make a guess, and it was about 2017. It might have even been a bit earlier. So that's when it was up. So I'm going to be taking it down because this room will no longer be a bedroom. The paper is also damaged at the bottom. It has just a little bit of damage from all the cats over the years. I don't know why this one in particular. Anywhere else I have wallpaper and nails, there's no issues, but for some reason this one got damaged. Now you don't need to use a wallpaper stripper machine thing like this. A steamer, that is the word I'm looking for. You can just score your old wallpaper and you just go around. You can actually get a little handy tool that's quite inexpensive to score the wallpaper, and then you can use a spray water bottle. Some people put fabric softener in it, and then you just let that kind of melt for about 20 minutes, and then when you come back you can just scrape it off. I'm using the steamer just because I have one. Now, what I will say about the steamer is you have to be careful because obviously it's hot and you can get like water droplets on the ground. So you have to be really careful when you're walking around that you don't slip, especially when you have the ladder and you're going up and down. But all in all, this took me about like 30 minutes to remove, and then the messy part of having to sweep up the mess. But I absolutely loved this wallpaper. I've enjoyed it over the years, and now it's going to be time for something new in this corner, which I'm really excited about. Now you'll have to excuse the lighting because it is, hang on and I scoot you over, it is getting a bit dusky, so the lighting has just changed. But I just wanted to, so on this wall is good old magnolia, and I know butter yellow is, you know, having a moment and a bit of a trend. I do have some, I don't know if I'll be doing magnolia. I think a warm white, but not too yellow. But I just wanted to show the difference between, so the grey that's on the wall, that is actually Benjamin Moore pale oak. I was saying though, so this cabinet, apologies, you're on the tripod. This cabinet is Benjamin Moore pale oak, but it's in like a satin finish for wood. But then when you look at the wall, and I'll show you over here as well, it looks completely different. Now I know you can get different like variations of it, but it looks completely different because I feel like the cabinet, I've always liked, it looks more beigey, but then on the wall it's like too cool toned. So I'm definitely, sorry my camera is just struggling to focus. Definitely when I paint this room, it will be the warmer tone, because when the light comes in, and especially we're coming into autumn now, so the lighting is going to be lovely. And then obviously in winter, the lack of light. But I'm definitely going to be going for something that is warmer because it's going to bounce the light really nicely. And then I have, hang on, I'll grab it. Please focus. This is the colour, again, it's evening light, but this is the colour of the inside of the doors. The doors are going to be, this is a metal, sorry, this is the aluminium finish for outside, but it will be this colour, but the inside will be wood. So the doors are aluclad, it's called. So the inside is wood and then the outside is aluminium. So that is the shade. I mean, it kind of looks like, it's hard to kind of show you the colour, but you can see it's like, it says it's cream, but in person it's more like whitey cream. So that is the colour of the doors and windows. So yeah, it has a little bit of warmth to it. Now in the kitchen, I have to clear almost everything. Well, no, I do have to take everything away. This room is going to be getting painted, but because there's going to be a bit of demolition, so a steel beam going in, there's going to be a lot of plastering happening. So the corners, the door frame is coming out and all of that. So I'm taking everything down. But like that, I left these things till the last minute because I just didn't want everything to feel really bare. So I'm taking my mirror down, and also let me know what you think. Because I'm wanting to get rid of everything grey in the house and warm it up, do you think I should paint that mirror? I was thinking maybe just doing a dark wax on it just to warm it up, but I could paint it. It's got like a weird finish on it. It's like this plaster of Paris finish on it. And then there's like pine underneath. It's not an actual, I got it in Dunnes Stores years and years ago. But yeah, definitely thinking of darkening this to make it fit in more. Hi. This is not your house. Cleo, this is not your house. I know. What's wrong? Well, getting anything done in your house is really exciting. There's one thing that there does be so much of, and that is the dust. So if you are getting something done and it's your first time, please don't underestimate the amount of dust. And also the phrase of the dust settling. It can be a few weeks after and you're still finding dust. So I'm putting everything away. The plants on the windowsill, they're going to go outside into the garden for a little while. I am going to be taping off the kitchen cabinets, but I'm taking down everything from anywhere where I have bits of decor, the old kitchen shelf. I am basically stripping everything. It's going to look like I am moving house. Okay, it is time. Now ignore, I should have taken my bee suit off the door. Anyway, yeah, here's our last walk through. So this wall and that detail up there, hopefully in the next video, well, in the next video in this renovation series, because the next video could be a garden video, but I'm as clear as can be in here. My builder said he didn't mind, he actually said he'd remove the whole thing for me, but you know me, I'm too impatient and I needed to clear it out. So I've just left this here, and this is fine because they can like move it around. There's like no other bits here. Well, a few bee frames. And then I just have my sample bits on top. So the next time you see this window, it will not be a window. It will be a French door and a little window set. Okay, in here. Also, these radiators as well, I am getting vintagey looking ones. I'm not getting like cast iron ones, but the ones that are like made to look like them, because I couldn't afford the old ones. But there will be one going here. Apologies. So there's going to be a radiator going here. That's that classic looking one. And then I think there's a radiator going here as well, because I'm obviously losing two. But anyway, isn't it like when you look, ignore me washing. I'm trying to get all my washing done before builders come. And when you strip back everything, isn't it mad how like it's just a house? It's your little trinkets and everything that put the personality on it. It feels like I am moving out, even though I'm not. But it kind of, I don't know, it feels that way. So everything is like, I've left my little hardest working corner in the kitchen, which is where my toaster and kettle is. So I ran out of steam, but I do have some carpet covering for the stairs, and I have loads of dust sheets. Now, I was going to tape off this and then just leave my little kettle station, because I don't mind the kettle getting dusty, because there ain't no way I'm going without tea. But I honestly ran out of steam. I wanted to also cover the carpet, the end piece anyway, because it's going to be tile getting removed and I just don't want it to get damaged. And I was going to put up a dust sheet on top of the stairs, well, just at the thing, so I'd have a little curtain just to help prevent any dust going upwards upstairs. But I ran out of steam. Now I also need to not be doing jobs that I have paid the builder to do as well, because he was like, oh, we will tape stuff off and we will put up dust sheets and stuff. But you know me, I need to just let them do the job is what I need to do. But I have these here anyway, so I'll do these before they come. Now, the good news. I got a phone call to say they're coming Monday. It is now Saturday, 4 p.m. No, 3:30 p.m. It's very rainy and dull today. That's why it looked like it's a bit later. It is Saturday, 3:30. I got a call yesterday afternoon to say we'll be there Monday morning, and I am. Do you know what? My baseline is like anxiety. Don't worry, I go to therapy. It's getting better. My baseline isn't anxiety, but usually when I'm having kind of things happening or whatever, it's more anxious than excitement. But this time I'm really excited because I have a week of like wall removal thing being opened up. Don't worry, I'll document it. You'll see it in a future video very soon. And then the week after, so they have 1 week to get the steel in, have the opening up, and then the following week, I think it's Monday or Tuesday, I'm not sure which day, the doors are coming. So they're currently having their final little thing. I got an email from Carlson, which is where I bought the doors from, and yeah, I haven't seen them yet. I'm not going to see them until they come, but if you saw the videos where I was just sharing the planning process and stuff, you would have saw the style of doors that I went for. So that kind of like classic style. So I'm just hoping that they're like what I have visioned in my head. Because every time I see those doors, if we're out on our rambles and we go somewhere cute and I see that like French style with the critter bars, I just get excited because I'm like, oh, I hope mine are gonna turn out how they are in my head. So I am really excited. So I'm going to actually edit this video, and then I'll just do little things like I know use like the builders, like the bathroom is right there, so I need to make sure it's nice and clean for the builders. Not that it's not clean, but I just need to make sure it's nice and clean so they don't judge me. And I'm gonna just set up a little biscuit tea station right at the corner there at the door. Where am I put? Oh yeah, I'm gonna just make a little few biscuits, cups, the tea bags and the things, so they can just help themselves to tea. But I'm really lucky because I have the, you know, back entrance that my builder was saying, like the front door, like he should be able to close off that part of my house, and then they'll just come in the laneway and in this direction. So that's cool. Whatever is easiest for them. I'm so excited. I bet you I won't be able to sleep tomorrow night. Like I have that kind of, you know, that Christmas butterfly in your belly feeling. Like I thought I would have had maybe apprehension. Like I thought I would have felt more, you know, nervous, because it's like the biggest job I've ever had done on my house. And it probably will be the biggest job I'll do on this house, to be fair. You know, this is the biggest thing I wanted to get done. Like I know getting bathrooms and stuff is done, but like this is big for me. I know I'm not like adding an extension or whatever, but this job is like pretty big for me, and I've been saving up for so long, and I am just so excited. I hope everything goes as smooth as it can be, because everybody knows when it comes to, you know, projects, I'm flexible, I'm chill, I know what happens. I just hope like my thing doesn't fall down. But anyway, that's why you have an engineer to sign off on things, don't you? The next video will probably be like a Sunday garden video, and then the one next Thursday video will be the next stage. So I'll document the process of the wall coming down. I'm gonna ask my builder, can I have a shot? So when they're taking, that wall is probably, it's plasterboard and wood with electric and piping. So when all the electrics and pipes are closed off, I'm gonna ask and have a shot at taking it down. I just feel like the house will be able to breathe. Anyway, I did put together a renovation Q&A video, so I'll put a link or a card to that if you want to check that out, just if you were kind of curious. I did do a renovation Q&A, so you can check that out. And then yeah, I'll see you in the next one, where there hopefully won't be a wall.